Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and that was really aggressive. Hi. Today is my February favourites. I like to do these at the beginning of the next month because it gives me an opportunity to actually evaluate what I've used right till the end of the month. Now I know that normally people put it out at sort of on the last day of the month, but that doesn't really suit me. I tend to pre-record a lot of things, so I'd like to do it sort of the week after or well, at the end, but at least not put it up that quite yet because everybody's doing it. I do have a format. If you haven't watched my favourites before, I try and fit in beauty because that is a lot of what my channel is, although I think it's a mixture of things. Fashion, technology, food, and YouTubers and TV and anything like that. And I really want to go through sort of what we've been enjoying. And I say we because Claire does get has enjoyed some of these things as well, but we'll start with beauty because I think if you just want to see my beauty favourites, then that's what you'll stick around for. So first of all, I did a fab or flop of this, although you haven't seen it yet. So I hope I might put it up sooner rather than later. And it is the Nivea Men Sensitive Post Shave Balm as a primer, and I've used it today. I've used it almost every day for the last 3 or 4 weeks. Might have been 2 or 3 weeks actually, but I cannot fault this as a primer. It's a huge 100ml bottle. It doesn't cost the earth, no more than really £6 depending on where you get it. And it works. It keeps my makeup all day. It doesn't break me out. It smells a little bit like men for about 30 seconds. And you really don't need a lot of it for your makeup to stay flawless all day. It really does work. I would not tell you if it didn't, because well, there'd be no point in that. What would be the point in me sharing some false information? This works for me, and I love it. So thank you for Nikki Tutorials to bringing this to the attention of everybody, and then for everybody else mentioning it, and then for me finally getting on that bandwagon. We'll stay with bases and primers, and it was Freedom February. I really enjoyed Freedom February. I didn't have enough products to sort of cover the whole of the month in the end, so my blog went on to other things, but whatever I did I could, and I reviewed a lot of products. And if you want to see Freedom February, I will put, where's it going to come actually? I guess it's going to be here. I will put a little link up here. I'll also put a link below as well if you're not able to access the cards, but an information box up here on all of the Freedom February videos that you can see as well. And one of the things I really enjoyed and discovered was the Pro Eye Primer. Looks like this, and it basically is a light skin coloured, I should say. It's being a bit exclusive, isn't it, Leah? And it looks like that, and when it goes on your eyes, it's quite cooling actually. It stays a bit tacky actually, and you pat it down, which I do. So I put it on my eyes, I pat it down, and then I used to put a base cream shadow on top to keep it on top, or just used it on its own. I thought it was really good. It kept my eyeshadow on really well. And then sticking with base products, I guess. So this isn't a Freedom product, but it is something I've really been enjoying. There is only one issue. This is the old formula, and this is Le Teint Touche Eclat. I went the day before the new formula came out, and I got samples of the old formula of this foundation. This is also the old formula because one of my lovely subscribers sent it to me. It's got about this much in it, and she's bought the new formula, so she sent me the old formula because I've been trialing it out. And this is in B10. I tried it in BD10 as well, which I really liked. I think even mixed together they would work well for me. This is definitely the coolest of the two. It's much more of a neutral shade, B10, and it worked for me, and I really like this. It's a gel based. It's difficult to just sort of pump out a very small amount with this. Yeah, it's quite liquidy. It's quite a thin, you can see it dripping down here. It's quite a thin base, and it just feels so nice on the skin because it's gel based. It doesn't oxidize. It's a lovely, a light coverage. Now it still covers. When I think about light coverage, I just want to see my skin sort of radiating through. What I've been trying to do though is find dupes for this, because this isn't going to be sustainable for me in terms of the how much this costs. This costs about £32, which isn't a lot actually. When it's probably what, 50p a day, because it wouldn't take you a month to get through it. You don't need a lot for your whole face. So it's not like this would be expensive in the scheme of things, in the grand scheme of things. But I do want to find alternatives, because you guys that watch me will also want to find alternatives, because it is quite a lot of money to lay out initially. So love this, and I've been very, very lucky to have this sent to me, and I really am grateful. And I'd like to try the new formula actually, so I want to do that before I even purchase it and give it an honest opinion on what the differences are too, so before I finish this. But I have been using some other foundations. I'm going to do a sort of roundup of those in terms of drugstore or budget friendly ones that compare to this Yves Saint Laurent one. So that's that one. And then the powder that I really enjoyed using this month was actually, it's broken unfortunately, but it's the Freedom Press powder. This is in translucent. Now it doesn't look translucent, but it certainly is. When it goes on the skin, it looks like there's colour there, but it really goes to nothing, although it didn't on my hand there. It says translucent 101, and I think once you use it with a big powder brush, really lovely. This is a really finely milled powder. Look, you can just see it there. It's just lovely. And it doesn't, it's got sort of that yellow tinge which will help to set your under eyes. Oh, hold on a minute. Oh, sorry about that. I don't think I've ever sneezed on camera. Oh, but I've used quite a lot of it this month because of Freedom February, and I love that I've used more of the makeup that I wasn't reaching for, because it just means that I get through some of my products, which is why I started theming some of the months, so I would use things. So this Freedom Press powder, I think it was less than £2, is definitely worth the money. Maybe even been £1. Might be completely wrong there, but go and check it out if you haven't already. And then the palette that I've really enjoyed this month has got to be the Freedom Vintage Doll. Now, I have heard some really mixed reviews on this. I know Dinah really did not like this. This was the one that she really didn't like. Out of all of them, this is the one that I found to be the best. Now, she said that these were glosses, but when you get your brush in and you really get your lip brush in, you can see that they are really opaque lip colours. Whoa, look at me dipping my fingers in everything. Oh dear, I've got lipstick everywhere. If I just put that over the top, yeah, if I just show you, it looks glossy. It is a glossy lip, but look, there's quite a lot of colour on there really. And now I'm covered in makeup. I love the colours in here. There's some beautiful sort of vintage purpley, grappley colours there. Everything's lovely. The eyebrow powders I use as eyeshadows. I've got it all over my hands now. Matte shadows, shimmer shadows, a highlighter, 2 beautiful blushes, this one in particular, and then 4 lip colours. I really like it. And I think everybody has a difference in opinion on different products, and maybe it's that they have been formulated differently or something. I'm not sure. Just bear with me. I just couldn't handle my hands being dirty, and I've got stuff to touch. So, but this has been really, really good. It's a good all-rounder. If you're just going for a weekend away, this has got 4 lip colours, 4 brow colours, which can be used as anything, a highlighters, blush and eyeshadows, and even these 2 dark blacks here. I don't know why they've got 2 matte blacks. That sort of seems beyond... they don't really need that, but they can be used as eyeliners as well. So, you know, there is opportunities to really get one face out of that, and that was the whole point of this, that you can create looks. They include 4 looks within the actual package, so you can even learn how to use this. And I was going to use those and do tutorials, but I decided to use my own initiative really. But this has been my favorite palette of all of them. I think this is incredible. If you like your neutrals, and if you like your lips to be red and that vintage look, this is perfect. And then we have 2 lip products, but one is a sort of group of products and one is an actual product. So I'll talk about these ones first. And this is the Freedom Pro Butter Glosses, Pro Butters Lip Gloss. These are incredible. The Pro Melts are a liquid lipstick that doesn't dry to matte. These do. They are a very thin formula. In the package, that is bright red. On the hand, it's like a deep pink. And you can build them up, and they are matte and they are gorgeous, and they are honestly my favourite formula out of the 2. I do have a Pro You can see how thin they are, but you just build them up on top of each other. I do have the Pro Melt. I don't like that formula for me. It's too sticky. Like, not sticky as in like when you pull your lips apart or your hair gets on it. It just feels thick on your lips. This is a lovely thin matte formula, and the colours I have are TGIF, D-Ream, Things Can Only Get Better, yeah, and Jammy Dodger. I love the name of that, and I feel like that is the Jammy Dodger colour more so than this. I know you can get some of these colours in the Pro Melt formula, so if you prefer that, then definitely go for that. These I just love them. I love these. I think the Pro Melts have got a different lid. Don't quote me on that. I feel like they've got a different lid, and that's how you tell the difference. But these are my favourite formula of liquid lipstick ever. I think they're brilliant. They say they're a lip gloss. They certainly are not. They are matte. They're not glossy. They go on slightly glossy, but when you put them on your lips, they dry down to matte, and they last a really long time. TGIF is stunning, and I wore it in one of my videos, and I got loads and loads of comments about it. So just want to point that out. And then the final lip product is a new find from the Boots, actually, and it was a new Colour Sensational lipstick by Maybelline. I really like the formula of the Colour Sensational lipsticks. I love the scent of them. They smell so lovely. They're like vanilla-y. They're really nice though. Really lovely scent. Quite strong actually. And this particular colour is a gorgeous pinky nude, and it's called Pink Fling. So that's what it looks like on the bottom. And I never think the colours on the bottom look anything like the lipsticks in the tube, ever. I feel like Maybelline get that so wrong. Sometimes you pick them up and you think it's going to look like that, and it doesn't. This is a beautiful, oh God, rosy, cool-toned nude. One of my favourite nude lipsticks ever. I think this is ideal. If you, like me, have got fair skin, this is, they've really pulled the boat out. All the other nudes that I found that have this sort of beigey lid are brown. This is just a touch pinkier, just a touch cooler, that you can really get away with it, but it's still got a really beautiful pinky colour to it. I love it. It's my favourite, and I bet you I get through this. I love this colour. It's stunning. It's going to be really, really beautiful transitioning into spring. So I'm going to keep on the makeup sort of theme, but these are things that I received recently that I wanted to talk to you about because I really support this brand. Beauty Crowd are a brand that I supported originally when they were selling American products. I might do a video on the best places to buy American products. I don't know what's going on there actually, because they seem to be winding that down a bit. And I wonder if it's because of this. They started a new venture where they were printing customizable magnetic palettes. So like the Z palettes, but they were customizable, and they're even better than Z palettes, and I'll show you why. And they were also doing customizable lip lacquers, lipsticks, and I believe brushes, because I've been involved in that, and I've been really lucky to get involved in that. And I might insert a picture here actually of the brush that they did a test on for me and my brand. So if you signed up to support them through their Kickstarter, which was a really brilliant way to crowdfund this new venture, they needed £5,000 and they raised way more than that. And this is because they have a really good team that socially networks with the right bloggers and the right people. And I thought that was excellent. But you still, I mean, essentially you're still paying. So I contributed a certain amount that came out of my bank. When the Kickstarter process had actually finished, your money comes out of the bank, and you've got a large, a medium, and a small palette, customizable palette, and you could customize it yourself. And then you also have a lipstick. I have to say, the lipstick is not my favorite color. It is nothing like what I thought it was going to be. It really doesn't suit me. It's far too beige. It doesn't work for me. It's a shame because it's really pretty, but I will show you what I got. So the small one is this size. It fits 9 pans in very comfortably. I don't have them in there. I did test what went in there. This fits exactly 3 by 3, which is excellent. So if you were going away and you were buying things, the Makeup Geek ones are the only ones that really work in here. They do offer a service that you can get the metal stickers to go on the bottom of any pans that you have, which I'm going to have to purchase to put my other ones in. So you also get a mirror. This is why it's better. So firstly, it's customizable, and I'll show you what I customized it with. You get a choice of white or black. It is cardboard, but quite tough cardboard. And then you get a mirror. You get a mirror in it. And the Z palette and the MAC palette, none of them have a mirror. And that is what you need. You need your palette to have a mirror. This, I decided to get a marble effect, which is one of their background requisites that you can choose from. If you want to choose that, you can put your own, and you can also choose your own text and the way it is. And I decided to put Our Wedding Day and Land of Shafiq, because I'm going to give this to Claire, and I'm going to kit it out with eyeshadows that she likes, so she can have this for her wedding day and for her wedding makeup. And I thought that was quite a cute little gift, and also a memory from then, really. And then the medium one I got in black, and it's got my logo on it here. And then I put eyes loading. I don't know, I was trying to be funny. I just wanted to keep it quite black. This fits 15 shadows in. I did try them. Unfortunately, this is not, it should have been that length. Oh, it is. Oh, it fits 3 and 3. 3 down and 5 across for sure. So I really, really like this palette. I think it's a good size. If you're starting with Makeup Geek shadows or any of those customizable ones, try this. I believe Inglot do the customizable square one, so I think more will fit in. It is beautiful. The magnet is really strong as well, and there's also a magnet for the closure. I love that. I shouldn't really be doing a review for this, but this is the one that I love, that has got all of my Makeup Geek shadows in. It's got the marble effect again. It's so Instagrammable, and then my logo down the bottom. The logo feels really good. I think the quality is really good of the print. And then inside are all my Makeup Geek shadows, and they will not go anywhere. Like when they were in my other palette, they were sliding around. This holds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 by 4. So, oh God, 28 shadows, which this size, this Makeup Geek size. And yeah, I love this. Again, it has a mirror. It is so well made. I'm really, really impressed with this. So that has been my favourite. The fact that I've got a customizable palette with a mirror. We are really, really dragging on here. I'm so sorry. I've got to leave soon. Next up is, I did have some clothing, but I don't have it on me to show you. I had I'll maybe insert some pictures actually if I can. I don't have it with me. I feel like I ought to show it to you, so I'm not going to I'll probably show it next time. We'll talk about it next time. But the most exciting thing is my random sort of, I've called it technology, but it's not. It's sort of stuff that doesn't really relate to clothing or beauty. So lifestyle, I guess. And my favourite for this month has been my bullet journal. So I went and ordered the Leuchten, I think it's called, bullet journal. It's a dot grid bullet journal, and I started it in February, and I'll just show you it, and I will be doing an update anyway, but I started it in February, and it basically is a tracker, and like a life tracker basically, and I've really enjoyed filling this out. And I mean, not every day, it just, you know, I can be really creative, which I love. I love being a bit creative. I'm not the best as well, so it's a good way of being, if you're a doodler, this is really, really good. And I've already set up marches, so that's really exciting. And I've put my favourites here, so that's given me an opportunity to work it out. I love this. I think this is an amazing book. I'll just sort of show you what it looks like as a plain page. So there, the dot grid, you can see it there. It just makes it a bit easier for you to put stuff in. I've started on the back pages as well, and I'll do a whole video on this soon, but I'm absolutely loving this beautiful notebook. It's so good and it's so handy, stunning. And then obviously it was Valentine's Day, and Claire bought me this amazing book. If you saw my Instagram picture, I'll put a little picture up somewhere here. It was this book, and it was a few pages out of it. So basically it's a hardback book. It's got about 100 pages from lovebookonline.com, which is an American company, but she did pay for it. It does ship here. So it's a hard book, And it's cool. And basically it says, and they both lived happily ever after. The perfect love story, the land of Shafiqs, which is obviously what our name's going to be when we're married. And then she chose the character that looks most like me. And I think you can create your characters to look like you and your partner. This book is dedicated to Leah. And there's things in here which are just brilliant. I love doing nothing with you, for example. Like everything about what she really enjoys and loves us doing together. You know, just great stuff. I love chicken drumstick. I love your chicken drumstick legs because I have chicken drumstick legs. So you can, there are templates of them, and then you can choose ones about, you know, that are already there, or you can make your own as well. So put your own things in there. And it's just brilliant. Really, really awesome. It was just such a lovely thing to receive on Valentine's Day. We weren't going to do gifts, but she did buy me this. And I am eternally grateful because it's actually for us more than just me. I really love it. I suppose it is I love you. She's talking to me. But I just love it. Everything about this book is just so sweet. And if I ever felt down or feeling rubbish, I think this would really, really pick me up. I think it's awesome. And it was so lovely to have on the morning of Valentine's Day. And although I've never celebrated Valentine's Day before, I'm really enjoying doing it now with my partner because, you know, it's great fun to do it that way. I just shut the book then, didn't I? TV, Gogglebox started again. Love Gogglebox. That is our favourite show ever. Love Gogglebox. Love it, love it, love it. Really wish I was on it. They haven't responded to any of my messages, so I'm a bit peeved. But again, not going to stop me watching it just because I'm not on it. How vain is that? And then food-wise, there is a pizza. Now, I'm not a fan of pizzas. Sorry, Kyla. I know that if Miss Budget Beauty was watching this, she'd be mortified. It's not my favourite food by far. Like, there's just too much cheese, too much dough. Like, and I know you can choose the variety of pizza you have, but generally not a fan of pizza. It's not my first choice. But we've been having, just because if I'm working late and Claire's working late and we just need something to put in the oven and just eat and just get done and finished, we have been buying pizza from Aldi, and Aldi is very, very cheap, as you know. There is one pizza and it's a thin and crispy pizza, and it's a feta and spinach pizza, and my God, it is the most amazing pizza. It's got a sweet onion base, and I think that's called a white base. So it's not even a tomato base. It's got loads of spinach on, some feta, some mushrooms, and because it's an onion base, there's onion in there, but no weird onion bits. I hate slimy onions. That really does my head in, but it's lovely. It's like almost like a caramelized onion base. So thin, like so thin, but it comes out so lovely and crispy, and you can eat the whole thing yourself. It is incredible. It's so nice. If you aren't a fan of pizza, I would highly recommend this. The great thing about this is you could actually add your own stuff as well. It's not really high in calories or fat either, because it's just so much, I don't know, it just I'm not saying it's a healthy pizza, but if you were to share that with somebody with some salad, it would be perfect. It's lovely, and so I highly recommend that as food. Oh, sorry, I'm just... another thing we've been watching on... I don't know what all that was about. Another thing we've been watching on box sets, Sky box sets, is The Blacklist. Now, I've got more into it than Claire. Originally, she really enjoyed the first series. We're on the second series and she's not enjoying it so much. She's sort of just on her phone, so I can tell when she's not engaged. So yeah, really, really loving The Blacklist. If you haven't seen it, it's got some really good twists and turns. Her work colleagues had recommended it to us. It wasn't something I would have gone for, but I'm so glad they did, because it's really worth it. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out. The Blacklist, really, really good. And also we watched a film recently. We don't really watch many films because Claire's not really engaged with films. I am. I get lost in telly. It's ridiculous. But the film that we've been enjoying, or we enjoyed recently, was Trainwreck. We actually rented it on Sky Store. Rather than going to the cinema, sometimes we do rent on Sky Store because it's about £4.45 for the movie. We don't do it in HD. We just watch it on our TV and that's it. And we love it. It's really good. It's our little treat once a month that we do have, and yeah, really enjoy doing that. We get like a lot of later releases, so they come quite quickly from the cinema to Sky Store. So I really like that option. And Trainwreck with Amy Schumer was so good. I loved it. The final scene is my favourite scene, I think. that I've seen in film since the end of Sister Act 2. If you don't know what I'm talking about the Ain't No Mountain High Enough, the scene where all of the monks are sort of dancing in a circle like this. It's the funniest thing. It has me in stitches every single time. So that scene, the best scene ever for a long time. And finally, I'm so sorry it's taken me so long to get through these favourites, but it always is a long video because I have a lot to talk about. And it's my favourite YouTubers. And I'll talk about maybe the one that's most well known that I really got into recently. I subscribed, I unsubscribed, and then I subscribed again. And it's Pixie Woo. And I hadn't really been interested. There were a few videos, I kept getting videos and I kept thinking, oh, actually this doesn't interest me. And then I saw one of the videos recently and I thought, no, I'm going to resubscribe because actually they are doing really, really well and they're really lovely girls. And I decided to resubscribe to their channel, and I do that sometimes. I sort of go off ones and then go back on. So I totally get why some people might switch off me as well. But yeah, Pixie Woo, I will link their channel down below if you don't know who they are. They're two sisters, Sam and Nick, and they are proper beauty gurus, and they've been on YouTube for a really long time, and they're lovely. They're both makeup artists, and they have a lot of knowledge of the industry. So I really do take their recommendations seriously. They're also the creators of the Real Technique brushes, if you didn't know that. And then two YouTubers who have maybe got less subscribers than Pixie Woo, but are just as fantastic. The first one is Bonkers for Beauty. She has been liking my videos for so long, and I hadn't realised I hadn't subscribed or looked at her channel, and I thought it was really odd that I hadn't sort of reciprocated. And I hate it when people ask me, please subscribe to my channel. I think if you comment regularly on a channel, which I try to do, if you comment regularly, people will know and work out that you are doing videos too. Don't ask people to subscribe to your channel. It's the worst thing. It's the biggest turn off for a channel because I'm just begging. However, I like to find and seek and find my own way. So, I mean, I suppose I beg for those watching to subscribe, but you know what I mean. But it would be great if I would link her channel down below. She's so adorable, absolutely stunning. Go and check her out. She's stunning. And another stunning YouTuber who I've really been enjoying is Blonde Elle. She's from somewhere in Wales, I am sure. She's got a lovely Welsh lilt. I love the Welsh accent. It's one of my favourites. She's not got many subscribers, but you know, she's been doing YouTube for a really good long time. So go and check her out because she'd commented on my videos and I went to check her out, similar to last time. And in fact, we are going to do a collab together in March, which is really exciting. But yeah, for me, it's that commenting and it's that social network side of YouTube that I'm really, really enjoying. So go and check out Blonde Elle if you can. I will link all their channels down below. Where I can, I will link links to the products that I've used. To Beauty Crowd Colour is what this is called, this new venture. I'll link that too. And anything that you want to know about, please comment down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. It's free and you get regular videos from me, and give it a thumbs up. Really appreciate those. They are making my day. Anyway, I will see you all in my next video. Take care, guys.